Hello, 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 hello. How are you all today? Today is July 4th. Today is July 4th, 2024. Thank you for coming in, Miss Betty. I see you. You have been here. Thank you so much for waiting on me, you all. I appreciate it. Hey, Joshua, how are you? You waiting on grocery delivery on July 4th? Hey, Jaden, I see everybody coming in. Good. All right. I see. I see you. I see you. You all. So I'm gonna start off first by saying, did you all like that commercial? I tried to make a little commercial, so um, yeah, I might do a couple tweaks, but maybe not because I kind of like it right now. So let me know how you all are doing today. Any plans for July 4th? Anybody doing anything special? Anybody grilling? Anybody looking at the fireworks? How are you celebrating today? Can you all hear me all right and see me okay? Miss Betty, Joshua, Jaden, kind of counting on you all to let me know that because I don't have any idea. And while you all are letting me know, I have to do something really quickly. I don't know if you can still see me, but you may or may not be able to see me. I'm not sure. So, okay, I'm done. Yeah, what are you doing? This is the Be Yourself Challenge. How's everybody doing with it? How is everybody doing with the Be Yourself Challenge? Like, are you being more of yourself? Are you feeling more comfortable in your own skin? I know we just started yesterday. So if you are new here, please join in. Join in on the fun. Invite some people to join in with us and let us know. I want to see who you are. What is your authentic self? Who are you? Who are you? That's what we're talking about. Okay, thank you, Miss Betty. You can hear me? Yeah, I see Jaden drop GGJ. Thank you so much, Jaden. While you're doing that, for anybody that is new here, oh, thank you. That's so nice, Magdalenka. I hope I said your name right. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're new, if you are new, come in, join into this conversation. We love the engagement over here, so just don't say anything rude. Try to be respectful of others when you come in here. But other than that, it's on. It's a party. It is a party. You are. So I saw Charlene Hill's live background all around you is black. I know, Miss Betty, let me tell you, that's because I decided today I wanted to do a vertical live because I feel like I get more engagement in a vertical live or more people coming in drawn to it in a vertical live. I think that's because more people are using their mobile devices. So I'm doing this in a vertical live. And when I do it vertically, it looks a little, this is what I was trying to tell Miss B the other day. It looks weird to me because now you have this small little rectangle that I'm in, but everything around me is black. So that's how Restream formats it. Hi, Maggie. Okay, thank you for telling me. Thank you for letting me know. That's your nickname. Hey, Maggie, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. So, yes, black all around. And, I'm not really, that's why I like the horizontal, the way horizontal looks better, but I'm trying to do more to vertical because it seems like that's what the people want to see. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. So yeah, it's like that today because that's how Restream structures it on the platform. But when I do it through YouTube's actually the YouTube platform on my cell phone, you can see me in the entire screen. So that's one of the differences. I'm not sure about StreamYard. I did go into my StreamYard account today to try to see some of the updates, and I didn't see that they had vertical features on there. But let me know because some of you are doing StreamYard definitely a lot more than me because I don't generally use it. So let me know how that works out for you. I did see some nice new features on StreamYard though, so I might be going back and forth again like I used to. You all just letting you know. So if you're new, I wanted to say if you have some time to go peruse through Geeky Girls Journal, go ahead and do that. Not right now, but after this stream, after we have this conversation, and go and grab some of these books for the girls in your life. They will find it humorous. They are going to have a blast reading these books. I'm telling you, I am the co-creator of it. I did the illustrations and a little piece of the writing, but it's humorous. Also, in the books, we believe in vocabulary over here, so it's high level vocabulary. Parents, if you're looking for some summer reading material, these are the books for you because they have high level vocabulary and we have definitions so that child is reading the book and is like, I don't know what this word means, that is a whole focus, one of the focuses of this book, to make sure that they can increase their fluency, vocabulary, and be able to read the definition. And then we also have sentences hidden in these books that help them to get a better understanding of what the word means. So that, and they're going to be very entertained. Thank you. You are so sweet, Maggie. Thank you for joining us. So go to geekygirlsjournal.com and not only find this book combo, it's on sale as usual. If you buy it at Amazon, it's going to be more money. But if you go right to my website, geekygirlsjournal.com, it's cheaper. Also, you can find shirts, motivational shirts, and all type of encouraging merchandise. So go there. Now, enough of that. Let's talk about being yourself. Let's talk about this Be Yourself challenge. How are you all feeling about it? Are you settling in? I know this is the second day. This is going to be my Be Yourself challenge video, unless I decide later to edit this into a little short. But otherwise, you all, this is going to be my Be Yourself material for today. So, yeah. I just wanted to say that I did see that Charlene Hill did a live video. Thank you, Charlene, for participating. And if you all just remember, just use that hashtag or tag me so I can see. Tag me at Geeky Girls Journal so I can see what you're doing and so that I can talk about you also on here. So I want to ask you all early on before I forget, Charlene Hill had a suggestion, and her suggestion was at the end of this, because you all know, some of you may not know, so I'll just go ahead and say it. We're doing a Be Yourself challenge where you can post anything about yourself. The sky is the limit. Be as creative as you like. I'm not putting you in a box, so don't put yourself in a box. Whatever it is that you want, that you don't mind showing the world about you, share it. Share it, because the whole point of this Be Yourself challenge is for people to be comfortable with who they are, be comfortable in your own skin, and to show the world that you're beautiful and that you are intelligent and that you are gifted and that you are all those beautiful things, right? So don't be afraid to share. Share who you are. Share who you are. And I think that you all, with setting this trend, you're going to be the leaders. If people see you putting yourself out there, bye, Maggie, have a good day. If people see you putting yourself out there and how comfortable you are, and I know a lot of you who are listening to this right now are already creators, so you already put yourself out there. You already, take steps, and you're showing others who you are. You're showing bits of your personality, and you're showing your lifestyle, working in the background. Thank you. Hello, LP. How are you? I know I didn't put anybody's words at the top. Raw. Hey, how are you? I see you. Working in the background, Miss Betty. I hope to do something today, though I meant to yesterday. Well, that's okay, because LP, remember, you can post or upload or do whatever it is that you're going to do as often as you want to do it, or as often as you feel comfortable. You don't have to worry about making sure that it's done daily. If you want to do it daily, do it daily. But if you want to challenge yourself to do it once a week for this entire month, then that means you'll get 4 posts. If you want to challenge yourself just to do it once this month, it really just depends on how comfortable you are with putting whatever information out there that you're going to put out. And I'm not saying put out your secrets and put out those things that are things that only you should know. In fact, I would suggest that you don't do that. but I want you to, okay, somebody said that they were very awkward and they thought they were weird. First of all, I think all of us are pretty awkward and weird to some degree. Like, all of us have something different. And somebody might see my difference and say, oh, she's weird, she's a weirdo. And then I might see somebody else's difference and say, oh, they're different. So it just depends on how comfortable you are with putting the information out there. Like I said, I am not the judge and jury. I'm not going to tell you how much to post. I'm not going to tell you what to do when you post it. That is all up to you. Be as creative as you like. That's all I'm saying about that. And I'm telling you, the challenge is going now. Yesterday was the first day. Hey, Jay, how are you? Thank you. You like to share me out. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you did. Hey to everyone in the chat. He said, hey. You can all see Sometimes we can see people's personalities shining right here in the chat section. That's what I like about engaging, because I still get a good idea of what some of your personalities are like, and that's why I like you to engage. That's why I like you to engage. And also, so if you're here, I forgot, make sure you drop GGJ to have your channel link dropped so that other people can connect with you, and so they can go over and see what you're about. That's what this Be Yourself challenge is anyway. So so what we're gonna do, oh yeah, I was saying about Charlene Hill. I'm glad I just thought about that again. So Charlene had a suggestion. Oh, the challenge, I keep forgetting. Just in case you all don't know, for the new people who are coming in, the challenge is from uh, July 3rd. So it started yesterday all the way to the end of the month. That's July 31st. Now, Charlene Hill made a suggestion under one of my videos. If you all don't know her, you can go check her out. I put her live video on my community tab because she did a Be Yourself live yesterday, I think it was. And she suggested, and I just want to get an idea, see how you all feel about this. So let me know. Maybe I'll do a poll on it later. If you all want to do like this thing at the end, it probably won't be at the end of the month because I have some conflicting things happening. I would think more August, whatever this first, let me look at my calendar. August the 2nd, probably the first week of August, which would be a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm thinking that would probably be the best time to do these things, but I want to throw it out there. So she made the suggestion that either we can come together and do a live collaborative and talk about the Be Yourself challenge. I'm thinking maybe talk about your experience, how you felt about it. There's a whole bunch of different questions about the Be Yourself challenge, and we can just talk about it. Or we can do like not a collaborative, but do a live schedule where we can do like a follow train where we'll go from each person's video to the next in like a schedule. Like say, for example, maybe I'll go at 1 o'clock, then the next person will go at 2 o'clock, then the next person goes at 3 o'clock, something along that line. It's just something that we're throwing out there. And I thought I'd bring it to you all because this is Geeky Girls Journal. We like to collaborate. And I like to see what your thoughts are on that. So feel free to drop your comments. How do you feel about that? Are you interested in doing like collaborative live? Now, if I do it on my channel, it'll be great. I can only have up to 6 people on this platform, but I can do it in groups. I can have 6 people up and then do another 6 or another 3 or whatever, just cycle people in and out. We could do it that way. So let's see, somebody said something. And in this vertical format, though you're horizontal, double tap the screen to like the live. Yes, tap the screen to like the live. Everybody, please tap the screen like the live. Yeah, LP, that's what I was saying. This is just the way that Restream sets it up, because I'm on Restream right now. It's kind of weird. When I do it on my cell phone, I like it better because I get the full screen. Whereas on here, I am horizontal, like you said, but it's in a vertical format. So I don't know. I'm just here trying to make the best out of these situations and talking to you all about being yourself. So let's go ahead. Let's go get started on being yourself. So the title here is How to Be Yourself. And I should have said how to truly, truly be yourself. Because some people are saying, oh yeah, I'm being myself. But then deep down inside, are you truly being the person that God created you to be? Are you really comfortable with being yourself? That's a question. Are you really, really comfortable with being the person that you were created to be? Great idea. I like the idea of maybe doing a panel or group live. I do too. That sounds fun. It sounds fun, but I'm telling you all, I would probably have to, I'm saying I would probably have to make sure that we get a tight grip on that and say, hey, we might have to mute some mics while other people are talking, because I'm already pretty easily distracted. So if it's a whole lot of people talking at one time, I might just go, okay, mute your mic, do this, just so that we can have just so there's not a lot of chaos. That's what I'm trying to say, because I don't really like a lot of chaos. It's like, whoa, too much is happening for me right now. So I like the idea, magic. Yeah, I like the idea. I think it was a good suggestion. I just have to try to figure out how to work it out because, like I said, I had some dates that If I wanted to do it the 31st, it would not work. It wouldn't match up. I was thinking that probably on a Saturday or a Sunday, maybe people will be more available, but you all can let me know. I will put something up in the community wall just addressing that, and then you all can just go there and just drop all your feelings and your emotions, your thoughts, whatever, in that space so we can talk about it. Okay? All right. So what I want to talk about today is how to truly be yourself. And as you know, I had to write a couple things down. So the first thing, the first thing you should do when you're trying to truly be yourself, not the first thing, this is in no particular order. These are just my thoughts. And hopefully this is going to help you to become more authentically you and to move forward and just to be more confident in becoming yourself, developing into the person that you're created to be. So the first thing is reminding yourself that you are enough. I think that's the part that some struggle with. Just that reminder, just to say, hey, I'm enough. I am good enough. What else needs to be said about that? I'm good enough. I'm good enough to be in this position. I'm good enough to be here, right? I am special enough to be in the presence of others, or whatever it is that you struggle with. I just need you to consistently remind yourself that you are enough. Don't compare yourself to others, because that comparison game is, hold on one second, you all. All right, sorry, y'all. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I want people just to understand that they are more than enough. And if you're surrounding yourself with influences and people that continue to say things negatively, and you feel like you're not good enough, or you wish you were never born, I've heard that said, which is very, very bothersome for me. Like, when I hear people say, I wish I was never born, I think that's a very strong statement. Hopefully, you have never experienced that or heard somebody that you love say those words, because for me, that almost sounds like, it just sounds like the person wants to cancel themselves out. And I don't think that, excuse me, I don't think that anything that you're going through should ever make you say those words or utter those words or those thoughts, to just say, I wish I were never born, or I wish I weren't here, or I wish something happened. And, all those different things that sometimes, if you find yourself in a negative space, or you're depressed, and you may not really mean those words, but you just spoke those words into the atmosphere. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Hey, Tamika. How are you doing today, Tamika? Happy 4th. If I didn't say it to everybody, happy 4th of July. What are your plans today, everybody? Yeah. So back to what we were talking about. How do you say something like that? And, how do you utter those words? And what I want people to know is that there should never be a time in your life, or you should never be in a space in your life where you feel like you wish you were never here, or you wish you were never born, because you were born. And you were born for a reason. You were born for a reason. So don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Let me see. I have, excuse me, you all, I got something hot in my throat. So yeah, don't count yourself out, and don't say words like that. Oh, okay. Hey, Tamika. Nothing, hanging with the kids around the house. Jaden. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first one. Remind yourself that you are enough. Very important one. And like I said, these are in no particular order. They are just my thoughts. And I wanted to share them with you because I want you to be reminded. Oh, thank you. My baby is bringing me some water. Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. All right. All right. That's helpful. Whew. Just in case you all, I got my water over there because I might be on the struggle bus today with that. I don't know. I feel like I have something in my throat and I don't want to be on here coughing and just being rude. So, all right. So we got that out the way. I feel like I was in a dark space for a minute, but yeah, talking about that really gets to me because I do understand that there are some people that really struggle and that face tough times sometimes. And I just it's very that's another reason why I wanted you to be yourself challenge because I just want you to know how important you are, how special you are. I mean, if God even said that, you know what, I should read this verse to you while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to read this verse. Let me see if I can pull it up on my Bible app. Um, or Google it in, and you all probably already know. Let me see. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what verse it's in, and I'll read it as well because it's very important that you hear this. It's in Psalms. Okay, let me go to it first. It's in Psalm 139, Psalm 139, 13 through 14. And I'm going to read the NIV version because I know, not I think, I know this is going to be helpful if you have ever struggled with reminding yourself that you're enough and how important you are. So I want to read this verse at the top of the slide so I don't forget. So it's Psalm 139, 13 through 14. And I'm reading from the New International Version. For you created my inmost being and knit me together in my mother's womb. Do you all see how intimate and how detailed that is? You created me. You created my inmost being. That means everything that keeps you alive, all those things that help you to function, all those thoughts. When I think of inmost being, I'm thinking that all those things internally, all of those things internally and external, because it says you knit me together in my mother's womb. When you think about from the video, I see people that talk about it. But when you see people that knit things, can you all see me? Because it looks like I just lost connection. Hopefully you can still see me. Can you all see me clearly and hear me clearly? I hope you can. I lost connection. Okay, let me try something. Give me 1 second, you all. 1 second. Huh. That's weird. Hopefully you all can still see me because can you all see me? I don't know. I just don't want to start until I'm sure if you can see me okay. Can anybody tell me if they can see me? It still look like my numbers are going, but I'm not sure if I froze or if you all can see me and hear me. Can anybody see me? Hope that you can. Okay, give me 1 second, I guess. Hello, can anybody see or hear me? If you can, put up an emoji or something of some sort because I cannot tell if you can or not. I don't know if you can see me or not. And I don't want to keep going if you can't. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to say you can see me because it looks like things are still moving. So hopefully you can see me and hear me. All right. If you cannot, if you can, we're going to just go ahead. Let me check. Let me see on my phone if it's visible. Okay. Okay. It looks like It looks like you can see me. Maybe it's just nobody's moving. Nothing's moving. My apologies, you all. All right, I'll just continue because it looks like no. If my numbers are still moving, that must mean that I'm still live. So the next thing I'm going to say is embracing and expressing your true self. Yeah, it looks like I'm still live on my phone. Oh, good. You can see it here. Thank you, LP. Okay, thank you, LP. I appreciate it. I was like, can anybody see me or hear me? Because I didn't see anybody saying anything or no movement. So I could still see the numbers going. So I thought, let me just check just to make sure. So that's the first thing. Remind yourself that you are enough. That's the first. The second thing is embracing and expressing your true self can help you to oh embracing and expressing your true self can help you to form deeper and honest connections with others. So this is also another tip in how to be yourself. If you can embrace and learn to express the true you, you will be able to form authentic relationships with others, authentic connections. You'll be able to um, be honest with those people that you're connected to, because if they see the true you, then what they see is what they get. And they're going to, I didn't finish reading the Bible verse today. What they see is what they get. And they're going to be able to connect with you and to connect with the authentic you. And when you are connecting authentically, that's when you'll be able to find your true tribe and find the true ride or dies, right? And your true homies and homegirls and those who really, really like being around you. You're not going to have anybody that's attached to this fake version of you. Oh, thank you, TSM. You're not going to have anybody that's attached to this fake version of you because you are being your true, authentic self. Now, if you are not being your true, authentic self and you're portraying you're acting as if you're somebody else and you are being a copycat. Nobody really likes a copycat. But if you're being a copycat because you think that another person, you emulate another person, and then you think that another person is like, oh, wow, I want to be like them. I want to do that. So now you find yourself mimicking a lot of things that they do. And then when you go to connect with others, you're not really truly being yourself. You're being that other person. And once, let's just say at some point, you finally decide to stand up, like Eminem said, with the real Slim Shady, please stand up. You might be saying, hey, will the real whomever please stand up? And then you decide to stand up. And then all of a sudden, the person that you connected to when you were being a phony, now they're like, I don't even know this person. Who are they? Like, we don't even have anything in common. That's because you were not being your true, authentic self. So they made a connection with the person they thought you were. So that's why it's important to really embrace and express your true self. Be your true self. Don't be afraid. And thank you for taking notes. Also, if you are a content creator or if you like just connecting with others, be sure to drop GGJ, Geeky Girls Journal, just GGJ in the chat section. And then that way you can make new connections, and make new connections. We're talking about being yourself today, you all. How to be yourself is the topic. This is very important because there are a lot of people out there being phony. Why? Because they are not comfortable with who they are. They don't want the whole world to see who they are because they feel like they're weird, or they feel like they're just not worthy enough, or that they're not enough. So they settle for trying to be somebody else. They settle for being a copycat. They settle. Don't settle. I want you to be your true, authentic self. And do not be afraid to be your true, authentic self. Yeah, what's that for, TSM? I see you. Yeah, don't settle. Do not settle for less. And what's your less than the best? Don't settle for being somebody else. Be your true, authentic self. And I know you are all are going to be tired of me saying that this whole month, because I want to drill that in your head so much that you like, I'm so sick of hearing her say that. But guess what? I'm going to learn how to be myself. I'm going to be comfortable in my own skin. I'm going to do those things that I enjoy. And now let me go on to the next tip. Hey, Jaden is saying hi to LP. The next thing is know yourself. Be self-aware. What are the things that you enjoy? What are things that you like to do? What are things that irritate you? Right? What are things that irritate you? Some things that irritate me are when people lie. And it probably stems from my childhood. When I was younger, my father would always say, that lying is one of the worst things you could do. Lying is one of the worst things you can do. And as I got older, and he really drilled that in us, like to the point where I'd be like, oh man, I'm scared to say, I don't want to say this, I don't want to say that, because I did not want to be a liar. I didn't want to be a liar. And I understand why he said that, why that's so important, because integrity is important. And I see some new friends coming in. So I'll take the time to say hello as a representation of someone who playing a character. Oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong thing. I say wearing jackets. Oh, that's a good way to say that. I've never heard of that, TSM. So thank you for sharing that. Wearing a jacket. You're wearing a jacket because you're covering up. That's good. That makes sense. As a representation of someone who's playing a character. Are you saying you play a character? Probably, if you're saying you play a character, I would guess it's sometimes maybe because you're a rapper, so you might have to be more entertaining, and you might put yourself into character to kind of be comfortable. Is that what you're saying, TSM, or did I miss something? So I don't want to miss something. Hey, So Blessed, how are you? And thank you for sharing that, TSM. I like that, wearing a jacket. Hey, Geeky Girls. Yes, good afternoon, chat. And hello, chat. That's TSM. So yeah, TSM says wearing jackets. Somebody else might say you're being phony. Somebody else might say you're just fake. So you don't want to be called any of those words. And I'm going back to integrity. So something that irritates me, this is me talking about being self-aware, is when somebody just is habitually lying. Why are you lying all the time? And I know that sometimes people may lie or tell a falsehood, whatever you want to say, because they may not want to hurt somebody's feelings. So they might say something just to kind of appease that person and try to smooth it over in a nice way. But what you have to realize and understand sometimes is with some people, they have to be told straight up the truth, no chaser, just tell them. And other people, you can still tell them the truth, but tell them in a nice way. You don't have to make up a lie just to make that person feel better. If I remember this story, my daughter was saying the other day, it was almost something where this lady saw another person and she was like complimenting her in front of her face, like, oh, you look so nice, you look good, or whatever. And then when she got behind the person's back and she was with her friend, she was trying to make her friend feel better because her friend was like, oh, I wish I looked like that. And she's like, oh, you look better than that. She probably paid for that body. She probably paid for that face. So now what you're doing is discrediting that person in order to make another person feel good. And I can understand that you want your friend to feel good, but maybe she could have done it in a different way. I don't know. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Hey, Bayou Sugar, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Did you get your 5, Bayou? Because if you didn't, I'll go back today. I had to stop for a brief moment. Hey, girl. Hey, and I heard about the what is this Sugar Shack? Hello, Geeky. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so let me know if you got it. Let me know. Hey, Sugar. I'm so blessed. And Maggie says hi to everybody. Thank you, Maggie. So yeah, make sure you're being honest. Integrity is important. You know why it's important? Because if you are known to be that person that lies, or what is it? Not calling with what is it when you like, I forgot the saying. You all might know what I'm talking about. When you say something so many times, now people don't believe what you're saying. You don't want to be that person, because what if you're being truthful in a moment and you need some assistance and that person's like, oh, they just lying. They always lying about something. But if you're a person that has integrity, people can believe what you're saying, even if it may be a little hurtful to that person, right? But at least they know they're giving me their honest opinion, or they're giving me the information from an honest perspective. It may not be the right perspective, it's that person's perspective, but it's coming from an honest place. Does that make sense? So integrity is very important to me. I'm talking about myself. I can't answer for anybody else. Hey, she said, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I see some others, and I just wanted to say hi before I forgot. Greetings. Greetings, my beautiful sister. Hey, I was just talking about you too. I was talking about your idea. And I am going to try to figure out how to do that. I did comment back to you, Charlene, and I just had to figure out the dates. I'm thinking, because this is all the way to July 31st, and I have some conflicting dates. I will not be able to do it like the last date, definitely, but if we could probably do it in August, like that first, I don't know what the second is. I had to try to look at my calendar. That is why I pulled this out. And I still didn't read the rest of that Bible verse, but I will do that as well. But I was looking at maybe August. Oh my goodness, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. I was looking at maybe doing it August. And I said I will put this on the community chat. You all, what I'm talking about is Charlene gave two great suggestions. And Charlene, I'm thinking maybe the 3rd or 4th of August, which would be after this challenge, or it gives people time to kind of, take a couple of days off before we jump into it. But the live that you're suggesting, the live collab, I think is a great idea. The only thing is, I'm only allowed to have 6 people on my platform for this, because I do the free version. So I could do that, but we would just probably have to cycle people in and out. And I think that's an excellent idea, actually, because we can actually get to see people being themselves on a live panel. We can talk about it. Or the other suggestion was to do it in a scheduled stream where we can all kind of just follow each other. Like, say, for example, I could do, I'm not saying I am, but say I can do like a video at 1 o'clock, and then somebody else can do one at 2 o'clock, somebody else can do one at 3 o'clock. So it'll be more of a scheduled, like a follow train, where we could all follow each other on a specific day and watch that person's video. So it's some things that have to be worked out, but I'll just throw out there August 3rd and August 4th. August 3rd is a Saturday, and it could be later in the evening on Saturday, because I had to do stuff Saturday during the day, and then or on Sunday. So that's something for you all to think about. I'll put it in the community tab so we can talk about it further. Okay, let's see. Hi, Maggie. Greetings, everyone. Let's see where we are. Everybody's saying hello. Hey, she said, how are you? I see you. I see you. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Tamika. Bayou Sugar said, I'm sure I got them. YT just haven't updated yet, but thanks for your support. I appreciate you. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I could help out a little bit. I can do what I can do. So I'm glad I know you got it. You had to have gotten it. 5 hours. I'm pretty sure the community stepped up and you were able to get them. So congratulations. I'm gonna be the first to congratulate you if nobody else did it. Crying wolf. That's it. So blessed. Thank you. Crying wolf. Nobody wants somebody who's crying wolf and saying, yep, she said it. Everybody, yep, crying wolf, everybody speaking, listening while taking care of me. Yeah, take care of yourself. Today is the holiday. That's why I'm gonna keep y'all on here. We stopping at an hour for real today. So I better hurry up and get, because I got a lot of points left and I didn't even talk. I only said 2 of them. So I'm going to speed through the rest of them maybe. And then you all can ask questions if you have any. I was thinking about August would be ideal. Yeah, August is ideal for me. I can do August 3rd. What day is that? August 3rd is Saturday. Well, like I said, I'll put it up on my community wall. And then that way you all can just dump all your ideas there, your thoughts. I'll put up August 3rd and 4th. That's what will work for me, because I'll be doing a lot of other things at the end of the month, so I won't be able to do that. But we can look. We'll look into it and see what everybody else is thinking, right? Because I appreciate your feedback. Everybody's feedback matters. So yeah, let me know what you all think when I put it up. What do you think about the dates? What do you think about the idea? So it's doing a collaborative live or doing a scheduled videos back to back, where we can maybe pick a day and then everybody just kind of go and visit some Miss T, not Miss T. I don't know if Miss T was a part of it. Miss T was a part of it. Miss T and Jay the Motivator, they did this last year, the year before, where they had the same thing. So I'm thinking it's kind of similar to that. But we can talk about that as a community and we can figure it out as a community, right? Because your input, like I said, matters. You look gorgeous, by the way. Thank you. It's so sweet. Thank you so much. The 4th works. Okay, Charlene she already said, hey, the 4th works for me. Okay, Charlene, the 4th works for you. Anybody else? Let's see. Hello, Jane and everyone coming in. I might have to dip out for a minute. Oh, okay. Thanks for, I appreciate you coming in, LP. I understand. Y'all have lives, and it's the 4th. So people are grilling. In fact, I probably should have just came on to kind of say hi and stuff like that and not really go into this. So maybe I will talk more about it tomorrow or whatever day. What's tomorrow? I don't even know my days. I don't know what my days of the week are. I don't know what today is. I know it's the 4th. I don't really know what day it is. Thursday. It's Thursday. So maybe I can talk about this in full. I can do a recap on Monday. Evelyn, hey, how you doing? Because it looks like everyone's coming in. Everyone is coming in. And I'm going to go ahead and get some more tips. I took your advice. I was pushing buttons and did it. You did? Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. She said, see, this is turning into something else, isn't it? I thought it was going to be how to be yourself. I might have to change the title and do it, how to be yourself Monday, because maybe you all want to just kind of do something easy breezy today. Good afternoon. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Good afternoon to you too. Okay, so thank you for dropping your link, she said. So that's GDJ. All right, so know yourself, be self-aware. What are things that you like? What are things that you dislike? Right? What irritates you? What gets under your skin? If you know all those things about yourself, and this may take some time, you all. Wait. Whoa. No, not today. I gotta hurry up. Mama gotta hurry up. You said peace. She said peace. All right. Peace out. Peace. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, peace out. Give me a hug and goodbye. All right. All right. See you in a minute. So you all already know how that is. So what was I saying? Oh, know yourself, be self-aware. What are things that irritate you? What are things that aggravate you? If you know all those things, you are going to know how to deal with different situations when they present themselves. If you already know that you get irritated when people do certain things, then you know when this happens, you can excuse yourself, right? Or you can say, if somebody's saying something that you dislike, you can say, I don't appreciate what you're saying, and I don't want to have this conversation right now, and you can dismiss yourself. All these things come along with you being self-aware. So when you're thinking about being more of yourself, have some self-awareness. Self-awareness also comes with trying to figure out, I guess, when to fight battles, right? because you don't need to jump and be a part of everything. I had to learn that myself. I had to be self-aware and know that, Andrea, this battle is not yours. You need to step out of this one. So, self-awareness. What are your core values? What are your core values? What's important to you? What's important to you? What are your principles? What are your morals? Right? What are your boundaries? More important. What are your, not more important, but just as important? What are your boundaries? What is it that you won't allow? What, right? What are some things that you like? Where's your line? Where's your line when I'm talking about boundaries? And that can be anything, like with coworkers, family members, friends. It's important to know where your line is. Yep, we are all learning. Yes, absolutely. We're all learning. This is a journey. Charlene talked about that in her live yesterday. We're all learning. It's a process. It's a journey. You're not going to get it all done. You may not figure it all out right now, and that is okay. You're a human being. So don't feel pressured to have all the answers to everything, because you're not. You're not going to have all the answers. You're always going to be learning. You're always going to be transforming, evolving. You're always going to be, you have to tweak some things sometimes. Hey, developing mind, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, sometimes you have to tweak things, and that's okay, because it's all a part of the learning process. All right, let's see. What are you skilled at doing? Hopefully this is helping you all out. I'm just throwing some things out there so you can think about this later. What are some things that you're skilled at doing? What are your gifts and talents? What are those things that God placed inside you that help you to be a more skilled individual? What are some things, some gifts? You okay? What are some gifts? What are some of your gifts? What are some of your talents? Some of you may not be fully aware of what your gifts are. So I want to let you know how you can figure those things out. Okay, the first thing I would suggest is to go to God in prayer. Go to your Father, because He created you. And remember this verse I had pulled up? Let me go back to it. Because God created you. He created you in your innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. So if somebody knit you together, think about it. All those little details, all those stitches, all those all those intricacies that God did. So who better to go to? You're going to know what exactly it is that you're gifted to do when you go to the Father. Now, you might not get your answer right away, or you might not figure it out right away. I'm not going to say you might not get your answer right away. You might not figure it out right away, because sometimes we're doing things and we're gifted to do it, and we oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we're doing those things, and we don't even realize that it's a gift. We may just think that my allergies are terrible today. Guess I should be taking my allergy medicine, y'all, but I'm not. We may, okay, with your gifts and your talents, we may be looking at those things and thinking, this is something typical. This is something that everybody does. This, I'm not special because I can do this. I'm not important because I know that. No, you are. And also, that's a gift from God that He gave you. So the things that you're doing that you may not think are a gift, we're going, you know what? The things that you're doing that you may not think are a gift or is a talent, you're going to be wrong. You're wrong. Because not everybody can do those things that you can do. Not everybody can do those things that you can do. And I would suggest, you can go talk to a family member. And sometimes family members can point out things that you may not see. You all, excuse me for 1 second. I have to go below my nose, and I'm not going to do that on camera.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to Geeky.
1 second, you all. 1 second. I'm back. Woo. All right, everybody. Thank you for still being here and holding on tight. So, hey, Unique Speaks, I see you. Hello, my people. This is Blessed Thursday to you, woman of God. Thank you for coming in, Unique Speaks. Yeah, I'm not going to blow my nose on camera unless I have to. Like, I'm not going to do that because I have some tact. So, thank you all for waiting and holding on tight. So yeah, what makes you comfortable? What are you skilled at doing? If you are still a little bit confused or slightly confused about what your gift might be, what your talent might be, like I said, the first thing to do is to go to God. Go to God, ask Him to reveal those things to you that you are gifted to do and that you're good at. That's the number one source. That there is nobody better that can tell you what you're created to do than you're created. God is the number one source. Understand that He's the number one source, because if I created something, I am a businesswoman. I am a creative being. So if I created something to work a specific way, why would you go ask developing minds how to use it if you have access to me, right? If you have access to me and you can just go right to Andrea, Geeky Girls Journal, and say, hey, what made you create these books? Or what was the inspiration behind that shirt? I can tell you. I'd be able to tell you better than anybody else because I'm the one that created that particular item. So if God created you, not if, because He did, right? God created you. That's the creator. You go to the Father to ask Him what your gifts and your talents are, because He's the one that created you. He's the person that can give you a full disclosure, who can give you all those details that you're looking for. So you can go there. And like I said, you can go to family members. You can ask friends, what do you think my strengths are? What do you think I'm good at? Okay. And also, when you're doing that, I want you to also think about your weaknesses. What are some things that you may not be so good at? What are some things you may not be so good at? What are some things you might need improvement on? Because there are some things that you do need to improve on. I know, even with your beautiful, wonderful, smart, intelligent self, unique self, you still have some things that you need to improve. What are those things? And be real with yourself. If you need to write a list, write them down, right? Figure it out. That's also being self-aware, knowing that these are some things that I need to work on. Unique Speak says, I come in on some wisdom. You said it doesn't matter if my gifts, what I'm called to do, I'm still me. So no matter what, it's God, none of me. So it's an honor to serve. And yes, absolutely. Thank you for coming in and sharing that, Unique. Yes, you came in with that, sister. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you said some more. So it's an honor to serve in our gifts, but the gift isn't what's special, not the person with the gift or the calling. It's God that makes it anointed. Yes. Yes. I was listening to Eric Thomas earlier this morning, and he was talking about how we have this natural ability to do things, right? This natural talent, the talent that God gives us, we can be anointed to do something, but when God touches it, He puts His super on our natural. That's how He explained it. He put His super on our natural. And so now we can do things in a supernatural, and you can walk in your anointing, and you can do those things that you didn't think you could do. Right? And you can touch lives, not because of you and your might, not because of me. I'm going to talk about myself. I'm not able to do these things because of me. You all see me standing here in confidence and being bold, but it's because God gave me the ability to do that. Right? God did it. Not to take the credit, but God did it. God did it. He gets all the credit. Awareness and acceptance are essential. Oh, I'm sorry, Unique. I skipped a part of yours. But I must say, I pray many find their gifts and calling, and watch yourself become who He wants us to be. Yes, or He wants you to be, or who He wants me to be. Absolutely. Because let me tell you all something. If you are not If you are not shining your light and being yourself, being the person that God created you to be, you are missing out. You know why? Because you're not fully being you. You're not fully walking in who God wants you to be. I'm not fully walking in who God wants me to be if I am not doing what He called me to do, if I'm not using my gifts, right? If I am not being His disciple. Those are all those things that work together to make you who you are. And God is the author. He's the author. He's the creator. He's the one that made you. Um, he's the one that gave you that heart. He's the one that made you kind. He's the one that gave you the ability to reach and speak to others, right? So just remember that. What is conscious business services? Awareness and acceptance are essential, in my opinion. That gives us the drive to act. Yes, awareness and acceptance. That's very good. Thank you, Charlene. Conscious business, blessing, sis. Okay, on to the next tip. I think I'm caught up with you all. And I forgot. I'm sorry. I was totally reading the Bible first and just stopped and started doing something else. So I want to finish reading the Bible verses I was telling you all about. It's Psalm 139, 13 through 14. I read verse 13, but I'll reread it. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Do you hear that? Do you hear what God says about you? He says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well, not partially well, but I know it full well. That means there is no second guessing that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. So take a moment, if you, after the live, go and read that. Psalm 139, 13 through 14, and see what you get out of that, those two verses. See what you get out of those two verses. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Gigi, that's why. See what Unique said. Gigi, that's why I enjoy watching you. You give pure and genuine wisdom to others. I fully support you, my sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Thank you, Unique. You all, I'm telling you, read the Bible verse. It's going to change your perspective. It is going to cement who you really are, because if you really take those words into consideration, fool, those are some key words in that Bible verse. Fearfully and wonderfully made. I knit you in your mother's womb. Knit. Come on, y'all, knit. When I think of somebody knitting something together, you see this shirt? Somebody crafted this shirt. Somebody put these little details in it, right? Somebody used this. I don't know if this is real lace. This lace and cotton blend. Somebody had this creative idea and said, you know what? I want to make this shirt. And if you all saw the back of the shirt, you would see that it's not like the front. The back has like a slit in the back, and it's kind of open, so it's more detailed than the front. And that person took their time and actually knitted. It could have been a machine, but I'm just saying, if it was somebody who actually took the time to knit, just think about that word. Think about it. If somebody knits something, okay, they would have to know every little inch of who you are, every little inch, those parts that you don't know about yourself. The person that created you, they know. God knows. He knows every little nook and cranny, all of your thoughts, the things you're going to think before you even say them. He knows what's in your future. He knows what's in store before they even happen in your life. And sometimes God is so good that He gives us little glimpses. He'll give us a little glimpse. Did I say that right? He'll give us a little glimpse of what may happen in the future. Right? It's just that sometimes we're not able to put it together because we don't see the full picture. We only have that specific thing, right? And we might not know, we might not understand it, but God does. And He said, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. That word wonderful alone, wonderful, that's a great adjective. So if I hear that, you're wonderfully, you don't think I'm be like, hey, I'm wonderfully made? Sis, what's your cash app? Oh, that's so sweet, Unique. I don't have one. I don't have a Cash App. Should I get a Cash App? So I've been asked that before. Yeah, I don't have a Cash App. Thank you, though. Thank you for that offer. I'm so thankful, grateful that you would even consider sending me a Cash App. So I appreciate it. I don't know. We had to find another way to do that. I have Zelle, but child, you keep that blessing. I love when people. Thank you first of all for wanting to bless me. And I've been told um, don't reject blessings. So I'm getting better at being accepting of those. I just want to say I appreciate you for even thinking about me to send me a Cash App. I'll work on that, Unique. Okay. Good to see you, sis. Unique. Okay, so also we talked about some things that can make you improve, and I'm gonna tell you, I have a couple more. Three, one, two, two, a couple more, and then we get out of here. It's been an hour and 1 minute, and most of that was me trying to cough and get stuff out of my throat and going to blow my nose. So I'm sorry about that, but this is real life. I can't help it. I have allergies. I'm trying to do the best I can. This is also me being myself. This is me being myself. What can I say? Thank you. I just want to bless you, but when you get one, please let me know. Absolutely. All right, I will. I will absolutely let you know. I do need to work on doing that because, um, I have the business, and God knows I will take the blessings, and I don't know. I just hadn't done it. That's all you need. No excuse. I just hadn't done it. It's yours. It's yours. So it doesn't matter when God say do. I commit. So please let me know. Girl, okay. No, no. Yeah, give it, use it on the kids for right now. Whatever you want to give me, you put it on your children. There you go. Be a blessing. But I will let everybody know once I work on that or another form of payment. Let's see how it works. I have to figure out how that works with Geeky Girls Journal and all that stuff because I don't know. All right, so let me thank you, Unique, again. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. Just the thought alone, like you wanting to do something for me, is it. This speaks volumes. That's all. It just speaks volumes, and I just wanted to acknowledge you while that was there. So thank you very much. Thank you, sis. Okay. So we talked about things you can improve on. We all have room for improvement. We can all improve somewhere. What are those areas that you need to improve on in your life? Think about those. Also, what makes you happy? What makes you smile? There are some things that just make you light up. There are conversations that you have with people. When I have conversations about God, I light up. I love talking about God, right? Those are things that make me happy. When I see my children happy, when I see my spouse happy, when I see my loved ones happy, and when I see people becoming successful, whatever their version of success is, that makes me happy because I want to see people succeed. When people get their life to God, that really makes me happy. That makes me happy because I'm like, hey, it's another one. Yes, because a lot of times people don't understand how important that thing is. So that makes me happy. So think about those things that make you happy. Maybe having an ice cream cone makes you happy. I like ice cream cones too. Eating a pickle makes me happy. Think about those things that make you happy. Do more of those things. Alvin T. Watkins is in the building. Hey, Alvin T. Watkins. Unique. I don't know if you dropped your link. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring it to a close, but if you want to drop it right now, this is a good time to do it because you never know who can see it. So type GGJ, sis. I see Alvin T. Watkins dropped his link. I know you all probably hear my lovely children back there in the background, but I know they are being patient with mommy while she's doing this. So I'll try to finish up with the last ones. Okay, one of the tips I want to give you all. So what makes you happy? Think about those things. Stop being a people pleaser. If you are somebody that likes to please others, just stop. Stop it. I'm not saying don't be nice. Those are two different things. I'm saying if you are if you find yourself of continuously trying to make others happy while you're miserable in making that person happy, you might be a people pleaser. You might be a people pleaser. You might just need to modify some of those things you're doing. I'm not saying again, don't be kind, don't serve, don't do all those wonderful things that you do. But what I'm saying is maybe reevaluate if you live just to be a yes person and you feel uncomfortable really sharing your thoughts if it's opposing somebody else's because you want to please that other person. Don't be afraid to step out and really say those things that you feel or to share your thoughts. And you don't always have to do it in an environment where you're uncomfortable. Start doing it with the people you love. If somebody says something that you disagree with, it's okay to disagree with them. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to say, no, I disagree with you. You have your own thoughts. You have your own feelings. You have different emotions about that specific thing. So speak out. Speak out. Again, I said we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. God knit you. He knit you so that you had those feelings you had. He knit you so that you have those thoughts. He knit you so that you can speak out. If you're around somebody who, like I said earlier, is always telling untruths and it irritates you, say something about it. Say something about it. Maybe they don't know what irritates you, but maybe you can say it and maybe they'll say, you know what, I am always doing that. Maybe I should consider changing this particular habit. And they may not, but at least you spoke your truth. Now, remember, we also talked about this. Don't say it in a malicious way, and don't say it to try to one up somebody. Don't say it to try to make it look like I'm better than this person. I'm gonna get them back. No. You say it in a loving manner, and you say it to be helpful, and you say it in order to help this person become their best self. Right now, last one, but I think I already talked about this. Express your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs when you're comfortable. Hey, Derek, I see you. And I said, hey to Alvin T. Watkins. Mr. Watkins is in the building. Y'all know I like to do that because that was on Coming to America. You know, that part when he was talking about the guy who had talent. So, hey, Derek. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Derek. Amen. That's right, Alvin T. Watkins. Yeah, don't do it to one up somebody and be like, oh, you know what? I got my lick back. I'm going to tell you this and right? Do it because you want to see that person be a better individual and you want to see that person be successful and you want to see that person grow. You want to see that person. Thank you. You want to see that person flourish and you want to see that person accomplish those goals. So do it for those reasons. Okay. So also I want to say, I was in a live yesterday and I witnessed something that I thought was somebody being themselves. I won't say any names, but I'll just say what happened. So this person was there and I guess they had gotten information from others about someone, and I'm just using this for an example because I thought this person was being authentically themselves. Even though it could have been a very uncomfortable situation, I witnessed them being authentic. And I just wanted to share this to encourage the rest of you all. So this topic could have been very controversial and challenging, but she did it in such a way that it was addressed in a manner that was in a loving manner. And you can tell she was not trying to be offensive. She was not trying to overstep her bounds, but she brought things to the table that needed to be mentioned. And that's the same thing. If you all remember, I was trying to do that with my live on Friday, but I think it kind of took a left. So in my live on Friday, I was trying to explain my situation and how I felt at 1 second that I was being judgmental. But I didn't want to really tell this person's story because it's their story. It's not my story to tell. But again, this kind of goes along me being one of those people who really, really loves the truth. And when people do something outside of the truth or say something against the truth, it really, really irritates me. And I don't always feel like I'm the person to expose them because that's not really what I do. But I am a person who likes to talk about it and who likes to say, am I just being Am I so focused on the truth that I'm not giving this person any grace? Or am I so focused on the truth because I know this is the truth? I like justice. I like fairness. I like I don't like people beating around the bush. And I like people being honest. And I realize that doesn't happen all the time. So I will just say that, oh, I need to go back to the example. The person who was doing this, like I said, I can tell it was a pretty uncomfortable situation, but she felt like it was something that she was led to say, and she said it. And I said, I could appreciate that person speaking up because they felt like it was something that they were led by God to say. They weren't afraid to say it. They said it. They were bold enough to say it to the whole community. And they, like I said, they didn't say it in a malicious way. They said it in a loving manner. And I believe it was the delivery that showed that she was really just trying to express concern, but she did it in a loving manner. And without saying exactly what it is, because I don't want to do that, because I don't know if that's not my place to do it. I just wanted to kind of give you all an example of how you can kind of call something out if you're ever in that situation. Call something out, but be authentic in doing it. Be loving. Be honest. Be thoughtful and considerate of the audience that you're presenting the information to, because I know it was a sensitive subject, but she worked her way through it and it was delivered in such a wonderful fashion. Why am I saying all this? Because even though it was a topic that some might not have touched and some people might not have wanted to address, she did, and she was being her authentic self in doing so. She was completely authentic. Well, from what I can see, and I say that's commendable, because if you can be your authentic self on this platform, and if you can show people who you really are, show people your real thoughts, I think that takes lots of courage. So I want to leave you all with just this thought. Don't forget. And hey, Wellness and Frugal Mama. Hey, I see you. Greetings to you too. I hope you're having a great fourth. So I just want to leave this thought with you all. If you are ever in a position where you feel like you have to choose to be yourself and to be somebody else, go with being yourself. Go with being yourself, because that's who you are created to be. You weren't created to be anybody else but you. So be the best you that you can be, and continue to be bold, be authentically you, and you can be unapologetic because you're being yourself. And again, if you don't know who you truly are, you go to the Father. Go to your Father. And in the meantime, if you're like, okay, I'm waiting for answers, ask those around you. They can help assist you. They can help to tell you some things. Hey, you're good at doing this. You're good at doing that. So yeah, try that. And I thank you all that have participated so far in the Be Yourself Challenge. And those of you who are considering, but you may be on it, you're like, I don't know if I want to do it. It's completely up to you. I'm just throwing it out there because I want everybody to be themselves. I just want everybody to be more comfortable with who they are. And, that's what my whole platform was built on. So if you are interested in doing a challenge, it's never too late to join. We had this whole month to do it. And quite honestly, I'm going to be doing it forever as long as I'm on this platform. So if you missed the month of July, don't feel bad about it. You can always jump in. You always have the opportunity to be yourself. So just be yourself. And I thank you all for listening. It's an hour and 15 minutes in. I know you all had some grilling to do and celebrating to do. I appreciate you for coming in. Thank you so much for supporting me today. And we'll talk more about what we want to do for like the the last day celebration is probably going to be in August. Those 2 dates I told you, but I'll let you know it's going to be one of those 2 days, the Saturday or the Sunday. And other than that, thank you all for coming in. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
geekygirlsjournal.com to make purchases for the special girl or woman in your life. We have books and motivational merch. Check us out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to geekygirlsjournal.com to make purchases for the special girl or woman in your life. We have books and motivational merch. Check us out.